Hey y'all, what's happening? I'm Rescue. So it's been a month since the US presidential election has taken place. Yup, but still, Donald Trump refuses to concede. Donald Trump is known or like to feel or think that he wins a lot, and he likes to win and win and win and win a lot. And as his slogan, he likes to win until he doesn't know what to do with winning anymore. So as the winner in chief, Donald Trump has been winning lots of losses as of late. Double, triple losses, and kid you not, there's been over 40 lawsuits since he lost the presidential election. And kid you not, Donald Trump knows that he lost. He also knows that there will be nothing, absolutely nothing, to change this election around. But he is doing everything possible to keep his base amped and hyped. And I kid you not, I have dived into watching lots of things, right-wing news and different kinds of commentaries, and we are all in different worlds. I am sort of like in the middle. Some people are far right, and some people are far on the left, and some people don't even know where they belong or where they are. Donald Trump, these conspiracy theories from Rudy Giuliani to Donald Trump, they've made people really feel that this election is not over, which is far further from the truth. Because guess what? His Justice Department just came out and even asserted the fact that, hey, there's nothing that they could find, that they have found or could find as a voter, spread voter fraud that could change the election. Now that's a blow to Donald Trump, and we've known this all along. I'm actually surprised that William Barr actually said that, because he's also on a more like I like to call them trumpeters, trumpeters, right? They like to be as loyal to Trump, but for the first time he said something that we all knew all along, that Donald Trump lost the election. But this is the reason why Donald Trump is trying to make sure that his base can still have hope and they can still push with him. It is simply, again, at the bottom line, money. Okay, so far it's been reported that Donald Trump has raised over $170 million. $170 million. But of course, if you subscribe to their emails, you will know that there's a lot of email, 3, 4, 5 emails coming at you per day, pushing and asking you to give in money for their legal defense funds so they can fight for democracy and all of that. And people are chipping in. There's been a report that someone actually chipped in $3 million and realizes later that they're not actually using this money to actually do much of anything, right? So $170 million have been raised so far, and in the fine print you will realize that about 75% of that money is said to be going towards Donald Trump's post-election activities, right? So after presidency, he's going to try to stage a platform to really get more involved and really be like the, I think, quote unquote, the king's maker, since you cannot be the king anymore. And he's going to be very, influential, not as the president, but his base is going to be loyal. This is part of the reason why a lot of the Republicans are scared to speak out against the fact that, all of his conspiracy theories. And that is dangerous to democracy. What is happening right now, although it will not change any of the results, all of the states that he's been disputing have already certified the election. In mid-December, the electors will come and confirm Joe Biden as the president-elect or as the president, and on January 20th Joe Biden will be sworn in as the president of the United States, the 46th president of the United States, and nothing is going to change that. But it is a strategy to keep his base going and pushing so he can get more money, more and more money. So the guy who actually gave $3 million, now he's asking for his money back. He is literally asking for his money back. He's asking for his money back because not only did they file over 40 lawsuits, but they've either lost, redrawn, dismissed, or settled about 30 of these lawsuits, and it's not going anywhere. Absolutely not going anywhere. Some of the far right people believe that there's he's going to stage a coup whereby he's going to take he's not going to get out of office. This is not Africa, okay? And even right now in Africa, no way anyone can actually just decide to just stay in power without democracy. I take that back. In certain areas, yes, but this is America. The will of the majority will be what we will go with. So over 80 million votes for Joe Biden. However, Donald Trump believes that there's no way Joe Biden got 80 million votes, but he believes, no questions about the fact that he got 74 million votes, but Joe Biden's is questionable. Do not forget that Donald Trump has always said that if he doesn't win, it's a rigged election. Not just right now, but he started saying that back in 2015. Remember that? Yeah. Even Hillary Clinton really called him out on this. This was back in 2015, 2016, when he was running for president, because he knew, or he thought at the time, that he was going to lose.
You know, every time Donald thinks things are not going in his direction, he claims whatever it is rigged against him. The FBI conducted a year-long investigation into my emails. They concluded there was no case. He said the FBI was rigged. He lost the Iowa caucus. He lost the Wisconsin primary. He said the Republican primary was rigged against him. Then Trump University gets sued for fraud and racketeering. He claims the court system and the federal judge is rigged against him. There was even a time when he didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against him.
Should have gotten it.
This is a mindset. This is how Donald thinks. And it's funny, but it's also really troubling.
Okay.
You know, that is not the way our democracy works. We've been around for 240 years. We've had free and fair elections. We've accepted the outcomes when we may not have liked them. And that is what must be expected of anyone standing on a debate stage during a general election.
And even now that he's become president, he's always said it. If he doesn't win, that the only way he doesn't win is that this election is taken from him. So I need for all of us to open our minds and really understand that when you keep saying that fraud does not mean it's fraud. People actually believe that when they keep repeating something, it becomes the truth. And we live in an alternative facts world where people just create a world that really does not exist. So here we are. And they truly believe that this is going to change something. But we all know it's not going to change anything. But the damage is being done. How is it being done? Well, people's trust in election is fraying away. Can you really trust that this election, once the doubt is put onto something, it really gets you thinking. What also happens is that the person who rightly wins, that excitement, that congratulations that needs to come for them to be as excited that they have won this election, will, somewhat the spotlight is taken away. At the end of the day, the whole world is already congratulated, well, except for, I think, Vladimir Putin. The whole world has already congratulated President-elect Joe Biden for winning the election. And nothing is going to change, but it is still hurting democracy. Will people trust? Now, the Congress is now battling to see who now controls Congress, right? The Senate. The runoff, which is in Georgia, will determine who controls Congress. So here we are. If there are voter frauds and you don't believe in your own Republican-controlled, state, that gives a win to Joe Biden because he rightly wins, how then can you push your followers or your people to go back and vote, right? So that is going to become a problem. So the Republicans keep telling their base that no, the election is not over. We are, ballots have been counted. They're not.
She started fielding questions from people at the event, and they were all about the election in November. These supporters demanding that she and the Republican National Committee do more to help President Trump overturn the results of the election, not just across the country, but specifically here in Georgia. Take a listen to what they had to say.
How are we going to give money and work when it's already decided?
It's not decided. This is the key.
No.
It's not decided. If you lose your faith and you don't vote and people walk away, that will decide it. So we have to work hard. Trust us. We're fighting. We're looking at every legal avenue.
Get that word out because people are losing their.
So if you heard what that woman said, she said to Ronna McDaniel, why should we even vote if the outcome's already been decided? This is an example of how there are a number of voters here who've lost confidence in this system because President Trump has routinely said over and over again that the election was rigged. And in fact, they've lost confidence in the Republican leaders of this state who ran this election. Brian Kemp, who's the governor of Georgia, he's a very passionate supporter of President Trump. There was someone in the audience at this event who called him a crook.
These days we believe everything is fake, right? So because we believe everything is fake, we doubt everything, and so we become dumbed down and we don't believe anything, we don't trust anything, and that actually hurts us as people, because when there's a problem or if there's something, we would really not believe it. Everything becomes conspiracy theory. Everything once someone says it is really dangerous to us as society. And I hope that come January 20th, this new administration can do some good. I have some suspicion, in terms of, coming back to the covert racist world that we used to live in, instead of the overt racist world that Donald Trump and them brought us in, okay, we will get back to the covert racist world. But however, we hope to really do have some progress in all of this. It's a tough battle.